Namaste. Welcome to Love Wins. Welcome to my channel. I am sitting outside getting some sunshine. Do you guys want to be activated? Do you want some activations? Take in the prana, take in the light codes, take in the sunshine. There's birds. There's also traffic and all of the matrix distractions, but there's also sunshine in nature. This is Prince, and that is Loki. Hi Loki, do you want to say hi to the camera? Loki needs a home. Loki needs a home. He's a good dog, but he's been abandoned, and we take care of him, but he really needs a home because Mama can't take care of him, and Candace isn't staying here forever. I was actually, so my kids are in the bath, and I'm sitting out here just getting, just sun tanning, taking a moment, listening to them play, and they've been in there for like 40 minutes. And it's always, the battle is always, I don't want to take a bath. I don't want to take a bath. And they get in the bath and then I don't want to get out. If you're a parent, you know that one. So I'm taking the time to just meditate and get some sunshine, because I've been actively working on bringing my site back for you guys, my 22 roses, where you can purchase my I'm Your Trigger t-shirts. Integrity is my superpower t-shirts, and then I'm going to be adding all of my I have a house full of original arts. I've literally been in this house complaining to my mother about how she's sitting on all of her solutions, and how everybody in this house sits on their solutions, sitting on my own solutions, right? Because art is limitless. Art is limitless, and I have 2 decades worth of artwork. And it's mine, that's creations that I can do something with. So I've been in that creative process. And in that flow, and allowing myself to be in that flow. So it's taken my attention. I've had a lot of raven activity on the property. It's taken my attention from being on top of the videos, but I found that the energy of my videos, because my topic is love wins, spiritual warfare is what we're doing here. We're raising our vibration. This is how we do that in the sunshine. We raise our vibration. But in my reality, like, there's the 3D, and there's the karmic lessons. I had to put an end to the people pleasing when it became, now it's affecting my child, I allowed to be used and abused and breadcrumbed, and I would do anything and everything for people that I love, and that is my toxic pattern that I am letting go of, which is why being in this house is so empowering, because I'm learning where I was unable to say no, and in that same place, in a safe space, being the new and improved version of me, because you never get the same person twice. So I'm not home people pleasing. I'm not home escaping, running into a relationship just to not be here, like falling in love to escape my reality. That's been my life. Because the Cinderella story, we wait for the prince to rescue us from the evil stepsisters, and then you have your castle and your dream, and that's the story, that's the sold story, and that story has brought in a lot of heartbreak to a lot of people. And love exists, but you have to find that love within self. And if you're living in a reality where you are people pleasing and allowing abuse to happen, the self-image, the self-love will reflect in the partnership, and the partnership will not be of love but of trauma. That's how we trauma bond. So we break that, right? We break that by going into self. like truly distortion free, go into self. So like I'm in that process, right? I'm in that process in this space, which the very space that all of the karmic people in my life has really confined me to in some way, shape, or form, my allowing to do so. You know, me allowing that to happen, because you take accountability on this path. When you step into your healing path, you take accountability, because we don't want to repeat the karma anymore. We want to heal the things that hurt us so we can become a whole version of self, so we can start living a life that is truly that of love, and not band-aids and masking and water parks to hide sadness, and gifts and toys and presents to mask absence and abandonment. And like, no, let's stop doing that. Let's be present. Let's love ourselves. Let's love our family. Let's love the earth. Let's be that we came here to be. And then we can do what we love. Me, I love to write. I love to paint. And my teacher, you know, I'm a forever student, so I always got a teacher. My current teacher is freaking amazing, by the way, and her school is the Butterfly Effect School of Transformation, but she's actually got a master's degree. Like, so now she has like the credentials along with the spirituality. And I found her in a grandmother message. My grandmother, she channeled a grandmother message, and the message came to me. Like grandma was saying, like, hello, listen, follow this path. And, you know, I was out here in my chrysalis learning how to spread my wings, and here comes another butterfly, and I followed the butterfly, and I've been planting my garden myself, planting my garden. Do you get the message? My mind, my body, my soul, my roots and my wings, my garden. And you attract the butterflies. So when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And now I have a writing coach holding me accountable with writing partners, and I am actively writing. So like the unblockage of these like blockages, it feels really good. So I find myself in these spaces of just reflection, of stillness, right? Of stillness. And like there's still the war, but it's not inside. The war is not inside. The lesson is to be the stillness, be calm, be peace, be centered, be grounded, stay ready. Raise your vibration. Like that war exists. There is a spiraling reality where somebody is so angry, like I am the worst person in the world to them for protecting my son, because it's not even about the child, it's about the ego and the public image and the pride. And it's like, my son's not gonna lie for you. You lied for your dad, but my son's not gonna lie for you. Hurt people, and my son knows the difference between hurting and healing, because I'm actively healing, and he's a freaking genius, and he's aware, and he knows this feels like love and this feels like pain, and I'm gonna choose love. So while this person is not in the energy of love, I have a spiritual boundary around me. My peace is protected because I stand in faith and I stand in integrity, and I'm raising my vibrations. So until you rise in frequency, which means until you do the really hard work that I've been doing for a really long time that y'all been attacking, until you do that stuff, the child is safe. His name isn't Jacob by accident. He is Jacob's ladder. You have to go into the kingdom. You have to go into self. You have to face your mirrors, and you have to start healing the things that hurt you so much that you react in a state of anger to hurt someone so innocent, so loving, who loves you so much. That is my message. That is my truth. The child is protected. The safe is space. The safe is space. Yeah, guys, I be getting dyslexic when I'm in that zone, but the safe space has been created. You know, Yoda never talked in straight, linear fashion. Us wise ones, we tend to be all over the place because we are all over the place, interdimensionally, like here and there and of all places at all times, because we are presence. And my kids are ready to get out of the bath. They are demanding their exit. So that is my exit. You guys, loved ones, stay present, raise your vibration. If someone is in a low frequency, in a spiraling state, they cannot reach your high vibration. So they therefore, by karma, by law, by universal law, by God's protection, touch not thy anointed ones, okay? Stay in the light. Stay in love. Stay in integrity. And my shirts, I'm creating my site, 1111, guys. I'm raising money for safe spaces, okay? Like, I create. This is my compensation for my creation. So if you want to support me, support the art. And like, share, and subscribe. This is my mess. This is the alchemy of now. This is our living room floor that we ripped up because the dogs kept peeing. The dogs kept peeing on the floor, so the carpet started to smell. And the boys promised to do the floors. But that promise has been a promise that is still just a promise. So I have come to the creative solution to paint a floor mural. So I'm gonna paint a koi pond on the floor. But I first need to rent a steam cleaner, and I need to super steam the floor, and then I need to seal it. I need to seal it, and I need to prime it, and then I need to paint it, and then I need to make sure none of these four-legged friends, this is Max, none of these four-legged friends walk their furry little paws all over my creation. Come on, Max, inside. So yeah, this is my life, this is my now, this is what I'm alchemizing, and love wins, guys. Love wins.